Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Sauce. It's the backup channel backing Celeb up and bringing you all the breaking news. Conway the Machine recently made an appearance on Super Cindy on Miami, Florida's 99 Jams, where he shared his thoughts about rappers who are still knee-deep in the streets while trying to find their way in the rap game. During the interview, Cindy mentioned how hard it is for her to uplift up-and-coming Florida rappers due to them being plagued by issues from their past, whether it be getting locked up or dealing with beefs from the block. In response, the rapper from Buffalo, New York offered some sound advice for his younger rap peers who are looking to leave the street life behind. Conway said, quote, "It's tough for these artists to escape the streets. It's definitely harder than it seems. It seems easy, like, you famous now, you getting money. A lot of these rappers, man, they really outside, they really tapped in. You gotta respect the code if you know what that life is about. It's codes, and they live by it and stand by it. So my advice to young bros that's doing their thing is just, when you get in this business, you gotta know. You coming from the streets. You gotta know what to take with you and what to leave behind. You gotta know what to bring with you and what to leave out." End quote. Conway the Machine continued on to say that rappers need to focus on the bigger picture and change their mentality to avoid the streets from getting in the way of their success. Conway said, quote, "You're doing business now. You're becoming a brand. You're becoming bigger than the hood. You're creating generational wealth and changing lives whether you know it or not. So we gotta keep you here. We as the homies, we gotta protect the brand, protect the bag. That means we gotta switch up how we move and everything just to prevent a lot of this. It's just things we can do a lot differently, but we gotta change the mentality first." Conway also said that the responsibility equally falls on the crew when it comes to maintaining the peace. He believes that the entourage doesn't have to always be active and should focus on protecting and uplifting the brand instead of doing things to hurt it. Hey yo, shout out to Conway the Machine for talking that grown man talk. I love it. Listen, even though hip-hop came out of the streets, hip-hop cannot remain in the streets. Each and every one of us who has ever held down a job knows that when you go into a professional setting, you have to adjust and do your job accordingly in a professional manner. You can't walk in there and do whatever you want and act like you in the streets. You're gonna get fired, all right? So now these young artists need to understand that once they get signed, hip-hop and rapping is now their job, and they need to act accordingly. And when you go to work, you can't bring everybody that you know or grew up with from the hood with you. Could you imagine if I was working at McDonald's and the first day of work, I walk in and I got an entourage of 12 homies behind me while I'm flipping the burgers and making the fries? It doesn't work that way. Everybody you know cannot come with you once you gain some fame. Now, don't get me wrong, you can still keep it real and also be a good business person, okay? One does not negate the other, but you gotta understand that there's a such thing as a persona, right? I act a certain way when I'm doing my job, but I can also turn that off. And some of these young guys have got to understand that there's got to be a shut-off switch. Now, when we're talking about somebody acting unprofessional in a professional setting, let's talk about your man, Will Smith. The other day, Will Smith made an appearance on Trevor Noah's The Daily Show to promote his new movie, Emancipation, which will be dropping on December 2nd. And while he was there, of course, he talked about the perfectly perpendicular weak smack that smacked Chris Rock right across the face during the Oscars. A seemingly contrite Will Smith said, quote, "That was a horrific night, as you can imagine. There's many nuances and complexities to it, but at the end of the day, I just lost it. I guess what I would say, you just never know what somebody's going through. I was going through something that night. Not that that justifies my behavior at all. I would just say, you're asking what I did learn is that we just gotta be nice to each other, man. And I guess the thing that's most painful for me is I took my heart and I made it hard for other people. It's like I understood the idea that hurt people hurt people." End quote. Yo, Will is off the hook. Look, I guess it doesn't really matter what we think. What's more important is that him and Chris work it out and that Chris accepts the apology, right? But I gotta say this. If I'm at work and somebody rolls up on me and smacks me upside my face, you can't come up to me afterwards and be like, yo, there were many nuances and complexities as to why I smacked you in your face. That doesn't work for me. But to each his own, you know what I'm saying? And, my thing is, you were having a bad day. Why do I have to have a bad day? Because you're having a bad day. It kills me when people do that, man. You having a bad day does not mean you can smack me upside my face. What did my face have to do with your bad day? I don't know. Let me know how you feel about Will Smith's apology in the comments. And also let me know, are you guys going to check out his new movie, Emancipation, when it drops on December 2nd? Now check this out. Recently, Juice WRLD's girlfriend, Ali Lottie, has come out and she's made some serious allegations against Juice's record label. As we all know, Juice died of a drug overdose on December 8th, 2019, and according to reports, he died after he swallowed several unknown pills as the feds entered his private plane to search for drugs and guns. Well, now, Juice WRLD's girlfriend, Ali Lottie, is saying it was not drugs that killed Juice WRLD. According to Lottie, she says that it was Juice WRLD's label that is behind the passing. Recently, Lottie went online and posted the following, quote, "You don't know that ninja. He wouldn't piss on you if he was on fire. You don't get it at all. You guys think he died of a drug overdose? You're wrong. You're wrong. Literally. So suck a D. There's a lot of ish y'all don't know." End quote. Listen, I think this is a very interesting story, and I don't know how I feel about this particular story because I watched a Juice WRLD documentary on one of these streaming channels a long time ago, and I mean, it was very good. If you got a chance, check it out, right? But I'm watching it, and as I'm watching this young guy rise to fame, I mean, he's popping pills like it's nobody's business. He's sipping on the scissor like it's nobody's business. I mean, and it seemed like there was nobody around him but yes men and parasites who wanted to suck him dry for all of his talent and his money, right? Like there was nobody there who was like, yo, dude, you might want to slow down. Yo, you might want to chill with that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you should go to rehab or something. This dude is slumped over like a heroin addict on the corner, and all his boys are acting like it's all good. And she was acting like it was all good too. Okay, I don't know. In one way, yeah, you could blame the label because they did not look out for this young guy. But on the other end, you know, it was his hand that opened the bottle, took the pills, put it in his mouth, swallowed it, and there's got to be some accountability for the person who decides to use the drugs, right? So in this case, I'm going to say he died of an overdose because, one, he made the choice to use the drugs, but two, he's in an industry where most people do not care about you as an individual. They want the art and they want to be able to make money off of you. Some of these labels will co-sign every bad move that you want to make just so they can get some cash, okay? Listen, they don't care. You want some creamy crack? They'll go get it for you. You want some weed? They'll go get it for you. You want some scissor? They'll go get it for you. But here's the thing though. If you die, they know there's another hungry dude right around the corner that can rap just as well as you can, that they can bring up to the forefront. You gotta watch your own back in these streets. Listen, I feel for Juice WRLD's girlfriend, and I think that she suffered a horrible loss. This was a talented brother, and who knows what he would have gone on to do had he lived. But, you know, when you put the drugs in your mouth, the DOA can happen. You know what I'm saying? But maybe she knows something that we don't know yet. We'll see. But while we're on the subject of a talented brother who was taken away from us too soon, let's talk about your man, Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle has now been immortalized as a wax figure thanks to an artist named Mr. Officials. The Ohio artist shared a clip of the new wax figure on his Instagram page with a caption that said, quote, "Watch me make the first ever life-size Nipsey Hussle wax figure. This statue actually took about 9 months to create. After 9 long months, the birthing of the legend is now revealed. Let me know what y'all think." End quote. And Instagram definitely did weigh in, and they let the artists know exactly what they thought. One person said, quote, wax sculptures are very hit or miss, so it's dope. They nailed Nipsey. Another person said, amazing. Another person said, that's dope. And then last but not least, somebody came through and said, y'all still idol worshiping to a point. It's sad. Listen, I think that the artist did a wonderful job. I think it's a masterful creation, and I think it really looks like Nipsey. It really caught his likeness. Now, as far as what your boy said in the comments, are wax figures a form of idolatry? Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm very interested to hear about what you think. Now, we all know that when Nipsey Hussle was alive, Nipsey was known for making big moves. And now, another person who's trying to make big moves is Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion has recently made history by becoming the first black woman to grace the cover of Forbes' 30 Under 30 issue. In 2022, Megan made an estimated $13 million from a mix of ticket sales, record royalties, and endorsements. And in an interview with Forbes staffer Jabari Young, Megan talked about how she's trying to build her empire. Speaking about the grind that it takes to become a mega star, Megan said, quote, I can't stop right now. I'll take a break when I'm dead. I'm trying to really build something. When I start sitting, I feel like I'm not doing enough, or I'm giving somebody else the opportunity to pass me. Ayo, shout out to Megan for making it onto the cover of Forbes magazine's 30 Under 30 issue. Now, let me just say this. Megan is an example of what happens when you have a machine behind you. When those people support what you're doing and they understand that you are trying to sell a product and they are all on the same page. Now, I guarantee you that unlike Juice WRLD, if Megan Thee Stallion was to be like, yo, bring me a little cocaine, all right, her people are going to be like, absolutely not. Why? Because they want her looking pristine as a Coke bottle so she can go and shake her A on that stage. Now, while we're talking about fantastic products, this week DJ Khaled turned 47, and for his birthday, Drizzy Drake bought him the best gift ever. I mean, this is the gift that keeps on giving. Drizzy Drake bought DJ Khaled 4 toilet bowls worth $20K, but DJ Khaled says these are no regular toilet bowls. These are high-end cans. And DJ Khaled was so happy with his toilet bowls that he took to Instagram to show them off. DJ Khaled said, quote, listen, this is not no regular toilet bowls. My brother Drake just brought me and my family about 4 big toilet bowls. This is called a Toto toilet bowl. I'm not even joking. Drake, we've been wanting this. Me and my queen been talking about getting Totos for the whole house. End quote. DJ Khaled went on to list some of the features that the toilet bowls had, and they include a UV light cleaning system, remote control operation, automatic toilet seat open and close, a night light, a built-in air deodorizer, heated seats, and a bidet function. I ain't gonna front, I'm kind of jealous right now. And even though I wasn't even thinking about toilet bowls earlier today or ever, now I'm thinking about toilet bowls, right? So DJ Khaled goes on and he says, quote, this might be the best gift ever. Everybody knows that when you sit down and you do the theory, that's when you meditate and reflect on life. When you sit down and do the theory, that's when you reflect on life. Ideas be coming. Some of my best ideas come from me taking a theory, real talk. And I got one now that lights up and it sprays theory. And it even makes it smell theory. And it's all like a big theory. Listen, I am so happy for DJ Khaled, and honestly, I never thought that when we go into the bathroom that it's called a theory, but now, my whole mindset has changed. Yeah. Oh my goodness, yo, can somebody buy me a Toto toilet bowl for my birthday? Nah, but on the real, right, I'm thinking about it and I'm like, yo, these young cats is out here exchanging shots and shooting each other and booming in the streets, right? While these dudes who are on the upper level are up here exchanging toilet bowls. Listen, that's where you want to be. You don't want to be in these streets. You don't want to be dying in these streets. You want to be somewhere where you and your boys can exchange toiletries. Hey yo, I love DJ Khaled because DJ Khaled be bringing the positivity, and we need more of that in the world today. Yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Sauce, your source for celebrity news. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.